Good morning, how are you doing? Just came back from the gym, and I just want to say that I'm really appreciative of the time of myself working out and putting this dedication into my craft, my own self, and working myself to become the best version of myself. And one thing I learned is that when I was looking at everyone, right, even when you're filming yourself or you're working out, no one gives a fuck, because they have so much stuff to worry about themselves than about you. And that made me a lot better when I was filming in the gym. When they do, then it's just, who gives a fuck? If they do go up to you and like, hey, turn off the camera, for one, they're probably like, don't want to be on camera, which I have to respect. Or for two, it's a public gym, bro, you can move somewhere else. Don't be an asshole. And that happened one time, and that guy was pissing it. But I just want to say that it is very important to think positive in your own head, because today I didn't want to go to the gym because I felt like, oh, my leg is a little bit sore. But it's actually, I'm just being a fucking wuss. So I had to get up, drop off my little sister, and then go to the gym. And that mental switch when I got in the gym, it feels great afterwards because you put in the work and you actually show up. It's all about consistency. If you're being consistent with your workout, sooner enough or later, you will get bigger, or you will get to your dream physique if you do it right. Going in the gym is half of the equation into building your own muscle and losing fat. And the other half is really how you recover from it. It's you getting enough sleep, 8 hours of sleep, and eating the proper meals, 3 times a day. But that's just a basic information, and what I really want to talk about is the mindset aspect, because a lot of people they tend to downgrade themselves, or they think negative, or because in their headspace they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing enough of whatever. All these distractions in their head is blocking them from becoming the best version of themselves. It's just very simple. And I usually do this. It's called 545. Got it from John Mark Stevenson. I don't know if you know him, but if you do, props to you. He taught me the 545 method. So you want to list your 5 goals in life, or that month, or whatever, that is not going to be completed within a day, and it's going to take you months or a year. And then your 4-step morning routine. So what you do in the first thing in the morning. So for me, I usually wake up, I pray to God, be thankful for everything I have. For second would be I drink my water and with my electrolytes. And thirdly is I do 100 push-ups. And then lastly, I usually take a cold shower, or I'll read my book. And that taught me that if I'm able to be consistent early in the morning, then throughout my day it will be a lot more easier for me to execute my tasks. And lastly, the five moving needle tasks, which means that what are you going to do today that's going to help you move to the next day, or that's going to move closer to your goals from the 5 goals I told you. And that allowed me to be really consistent, and that allowed me to really become the best version. And I'm still improving myself to become the best version of myself. And I want to share this with you because sometimes you feel like you don't want to do things, and you overthink yourself. I tend to overthink myself, and breaking it down to 545 method, it allows me to get rid of all these, oh, in the future, I'm thinking like, oh, what am I going to do in the future, and just focus on the next step, because the next step is all that matters. Because when you pass through the next step, then you can get to another step towards your goal. Because if you think about 10 steps ahead, but then you haven't moved anywhere because you're trying to take a big leap. You don't want to take big leaps. You want to take small steps as fast as possible. That's another thing. Speed is basically everything. Because when you move at the fast pace, you will get into your goal quicker. When you know it's going to take a while to get there, but you're going to take that little step towards to it, then you are going to get there the fastest way. Because when you think about 10 steps, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to run a business. How am I going to manage a team? I don't even know who to hire. You understand? You're not even there yet. I'm not even there yet. Instead, you should be focusing what you can do right now in order to move closer to your goal. And for me, it's creating content to push myself out there, market myself. Secondly, it's working on my fulfillment, making sure my foundation is 100%. So when I have clients and they're asking me, what should I do? I know what the fuck I'm doing, or I know what I'm gonna talk about. Because if I'm like, oh shit, I have a road and a pothole. I know it's a stupid example, but when you're in the road and you're driving and you see a pothole, you go around it, right? But there's some people that will hit it and that caused them to fucking have an accident. Meaning, if you're not paying attention to that little detail in your own program or in your own business, eventually the pothole is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because people keep running it over, and that's going to make things worse. And one day you're too late. You understand? You're too late to improvise or cover that shit up, and that at that point your business is going to break down because you didn't fix that small problem at first. You understand? So like I said, focus on your next step, and I hope this video helped you, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.